Alright, sorry about that everyone, but we are back here at the Bluegrass iRacing Xfinity Series here at Pocono. Our leader still is Jimmy Allen out front tonight. Jimmy Allen actually out to a pretty good size lead now over Scott Fritz, who's in second. And behind them you see Scott Fritz, Alex Penn, Tony Iverson, and Mike Kostek right now. This is all the battle for fifth. Tony Iverson's going to get a little bit wide, and here comes Mike Kostek now underneath Tony Iverson. And they're going to be going in turn two side by side. You see Tony Iverson really trying to keep him down there as much as he can. Mike Kostek definitely has a little bit more grip. And David Farmer's going to push that 24 machine. See, just going to clear himself. And Tony Iverson's going to go for the crossover move. But he's going to think better of it. He's going to clear himself back up in front of David Farmer. And now he's going to maybe try to make a move here into turn one. But really quickly for tonight's Xfinity race. Here at Pocono, you can see it's 75 laps. Each of these drivers have 4 sets of tires, so 3 extra sets. And the stage break is going to be on lap 30 tonight. He's doing a pretty good job of it right now. Tony Iverson is holding that top 6 position right now over David Farmer. But David Farmer barely going to close up and not going to be able to make the move. Still side by side for this 5th place position. Tony Iverson not giving an inch right now. And right ahead of them, you see Mike Kostek right now looking underneath Alex Penn. Both drivers going to get a little bit tight slide up the track, but Mike looks like he's back in the throttle. Tony Iverson really close to the wall. These guys are really racing hard right now for that top 5. Mike Kostek and Alex Penn still side by side, almost touching into turn 2. They're going to be side by side. I believe that is Long Pond. I'm not 100% sure which straightaway is which straightaway. But it looks like he'll be able to make that move now on Alex Penn. Mike Kostek, that 8 cars up to 3rd place. And again, we see Tony Iverson, the one guy on the bottom. Right behind them, you see Jim Ott sneaking up into this picture now. Remember, stage break is on lap 30. Next lap, we'll be going halfway there. And Mike Kostek has now actually caught Scott Fritz. He's on the back bumper as David Farmer and Tony Iverson side by side once again. Adam Lancaster, Matt Grenier. Right behind them, Austin Allen and Finley Fitzsimmons, I believe. They're battling right now for the 9th place position. 8th place, or no, 10th place that is. It looks like Finley will be able to take that position over Austin. Don Kastritza and Justin Ray right now battling for 12th. Right behind them, Daniel Cunningham. Got a battle back here between Tyler Johnson and Lucas Lyons. Or that is the 45 of Jacob Fiffield, that is. Right behind them is John McAdam on the bottom of that 47 machine, and Jason Harrison Of our truck regulars, Barrett Morton's out in 20th right now. Ben Speed. Travis Twitty back here battling for the 21st position. Few drivers back here. Ryan Terry and Michael Cole right now battling for that 24th position. Jimmy Allen right now still has the lead, but again, these guys have been battling. Mike Kostek has actually made his way up into that second place over Scott Fritz, and David Farmer's going to follow right along in his 84 machine. Now they're eyeing the leader of Jimmy Allen. You see Jim Ott now. Jim Ott had caught these guys and now is going for that 4th place position. And it looks like we got one car going in. That was Mike Kostek, our 3rd place driver, or 2nd place driver, that is. He will be coming into pit road this time. So, as you see, a lot of cars right now taking that hard left turn into the corner, or into the pit lane, that is. You guys coming into pit here, splitting the stage right in half. And again, for everybody watching out there, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Hope you enjoy the race so far in the Bluegrass iRacing Xfinity Series. I apologize about the broadcast, but glad it is up and going now. Keep our fingers crossed that it stays fine the rest of the way. Jimmy Allen's still our leader, and I can hear these guys revving down a little bit, so let's see. Jimmy Allen's coming in. David Farmer's coming in. Everyone is coming in. Pit road is going to be very busy this time by. Tony Iverson, one of the only drivers staying out, and you see these guys trying to make up track position by diving into the pit road. Tony Iverson, going to be one of our drivers to stay out. Right behind them, Finley Fitzsimmons is also going to stay out here an extra lap. Going to make sure that they have enough fuel to make it all the way. We'll see if Tony Iverson comes in this time, and it looks like he is revving down on that car a little bit, so it looks like he'll be taking the hard left corner, including Finley Fitzsimmons. Both guys coming in this time by. Ryan Terry coming in. Mike Kostek, one of our first guys to pit right now. You see where he is right now on the track map coming out of turn 3. And you can see where the guys are who just pitted right now in pit lane. To see how much fresh tires are going to have an advantage as Tony Iverson's still in the pits. And right now our leader is Ben Speed in the 29 machine. He has not pitted yet. So Ben Speed currently our leader. And it sounds like he's coming in this time, so Ben Speed will probably relinquish that lead. Kostek right now in a pretty good spot. Scott Fritz right now right behind him. Tony Iverson right now but in the 4th position. Tony really does want to go fast, I can promise you that. Adam Lancaster right behind them, and Matt Grenier still battling, and there comes David Farmer. A little bit fresher tires. Ooh, and we got a caution out on the track. Lap 19. And, if maybe we could figure out who this was. See some smoke on the backstretch. Because really quickly, we will go find what caused our first caution of the night. All right, so our first caution of the night gonna involve Jacob Fiffield. It looks like, as you see, that car is pretty damaged up. See if we can figure out what happened to Jacob. Going to go back and see what happened to him. All right, so we're gonna watch this right here. You see him and Jason Harrison in the 44 machine. They're gonna be battling side by side going here into turn one. You can see kind of Jason Harrison maybe getting a little bit of a run here on Jacob Fiffield. Jacob Fiffield will blink out a little bit there, as you see. We're gonna see Jason Harrison just get tagged. Jason Harrison's gonna tag the 45 of Jacob Fiffield. And he tries to save it, but he's going to clobber the wall with the right side, which is exactly what you don't want to do. That really will injure day at Pocono. And then watch Chris LeBourgeois up top right there, and he's going to slide in. Just barely miss. It looks like Chris is going to stay. Oh, he will tag the wall. Looks like. That 83 machine, maybe we can get a look at it from Chris. And let's see if maybe he got a piece of the wall. You're going to see... He's going to slide in down low and just keep it off. What a great job by Chris LeBourgeois. Does a great job of avoiding Jacob Fiffield, who was stopped on the track, and his car is pretty beat up. Nevertheless, we have a stage break in about 8 laps or so. Coming to 8 laps this next time by. We're going to see if we have anybody come down pit road this time by, as I expect it to be pretty empty. And it looks like it's going to be pretty empty. Mike Kostek right now out in front. And really quickly, while we're lining up to go green here, we have a video from our sponsors over at Butt Kicker. So we're going to go get a nice commercial break from Butt Kicker. All right, and we are back here. And again, our first caution of the night brought out by Jason Harrison and Jacob Fiffield. Mike Kostek is going to choose the outside here with Tony Iverson behind him. Scott Fritz going to be starting second. Tony Iverson going to be starting fourth, and Jim Ott's going to be starting third. David Farmer, the 84, David Farmer is going to be starting in the 5th place position. And to his outside, going to be Adam Lancaster. And the green flag is back out here. Mike Kostek with a pretty good jump. Scott Fritz is going to be clear in that 2nd place position, so the battle's going to be on for 3rd. Jim Ott and Tony Iverson side by side. Going into turn 1. David Farmer not too far behind. As Tony Iverson's going to drift up the track a little bit. Jim Ott's going to get loose. Here comes David Farmer on that inside. You remember a little bit of difference in tire wear for a few of these guys who stayed out. Tony Iverson on a little bit fresher tires. You can see he wants it. He looks low. David Farmer's going to block, and they're going to get loose. And David Farmer almost into the back of Scott Fritz, but no contact made just yet between them. Jim Ott looking low. Tony Iverson says no, no, no. And here comes David Farmer looking for the 2nd place over Scott Fritz. Jim Ott underneath Tony Iverson. And this may be 3 wide out of turn 3, which is not where you want to be. As you see how close they are. Tony Iverson going to get a little bit loose in the middle, but again, there comes that outside line in the draft. And this is going to bring Alex Penn into that 5th place position. Jim Ott's going to fall back a little bit. See a little bit back here. Emily Fitzsimmons on the bottom of Justin Ray. And look at that. There goes Sean Kastritza up the track. Sean Kastritza is going to keep that car straight, though. He's going to put it right back in line. You see Tony Iverson maybe making a move here on Alex Penn, and it looked like David Farmer's going for the lead. That's exactly what he is doing. David Farmer to the inside and clear into the lead. David Farmer to the point of this race. See right behind them, Scott Fritz, Alex Penn, and Tony Iverson right now battling, trying to get this 3rd place position as the front 2 have kind of checked out a little bit. Mike Kostek not done yet, but David Farmer is going to pull away a little bit, which makes me think that he might be on a tiny bit fresher tires, but the battle's on for 3rd. Here comes Alex Penn now. Looking at their pit lap, David Farmer did pit a lap later than Mike Kostek, and a lap on older tires here means a ton. And so you're going to see it really matter to these guys, and that's why Tony Iverson right now is all over the back of Scott Fritz. Tony Iverson actually, I believe, pitted on lap 17 compared to Alex Penn and David Farmer, who pitted on lap 16, and then Mike Kostek pitted on lap 15. That caution really helped them save tires, so everyone should be able to make it to the end. Got a battle here between Adam Lancaster and Finley Fitzsimmons. John McAdam and Austin Allen side by side. Matt Grenier right behind them. And there's Sean Kastritz on the 46 machine. Austin Allen is going to be able to fall behind John McAdam. And Matt Grenier is right there to capitalize off of any mistakes. And a little bit further up front, I believe that's Justin Ray in the 38 machine. Justin Ray has now caught up to Tony Iverson. You see Justin Ray really working that inside underneath Finley Fitzsimmons right now, and right behind him is Jim Ott. Jim Ott looks to have a little bit of nose damage. Not sure if he caught that a little bit earlier in the race or not, but it definitely looks like the front end of that car is a little torn up. Finley Fitzsimmons, though, using that outside, now looking for the inside here in that 5 machine. Finley Fitzsimmons underneath Tony Iverson. This is the battle for 5th place. He'll get it, and he's going to try to go for Scott Fritz, and here comes Justin Ray. We have a battle right behind them. It looks like Adam Lancaster underneath Austin Allen now. And right behind them, here comes Sean Kastritza. Sean Kastritza underneath Matt Grenier. Side by side going into turn 1. Matt Grenier is going to shut the door, but he's going to get to the back of Adam Lancaster. This is going to stack them all up, and here comes Bear Morton and Brian Terry. Brian Terry now looking underneath Barrett Morton. Tony Iverson gonna clear Scott Fritz. David Farmer right now all by himself, and if we go over here, we can see the gap right now between David Farmer and Alex Penn. Mike Kostek has dropped back to third. You see where he is, and Finley Fitzsimmons and Justin Ray are now round out our top 5. And you could just see how massive this track is. And if we look, see what the track tip right now is 81. So honestly, the track's feeling pretty good. You really cannot complain with 81 degrees. That means that these cars are handling pretty good. They should be able to stick to the track. We got a battle back here. John McAdam looking underneath of Scott Fritz. This is for 7th place, and John McAdam will be able to clear him. And Scott Fritz was one of those guys that pitted on lap 15. He pitted pretty early. Or 16, I believe. Maybe just used up a little bit more of those good years than he wanted to. As you see Jim Ott now trying to make a move. The Alex Penn right now trying to run down David Farmer. 1/10 of a second lead right now for David Farmer. Finley Fitzsimmons is going to get past Mike Kostek, and here comes Justin Ray to the inside as well. Justin Ray is going to look to get past that 8 machine, and he will. Cleared into 4th place. Scott Fritz right now under attack, still from Jim Ott and Austin Allen. 2 to go until the stage break. Got a jumble of cars back here. Matt Grenier underneath Sean Kostritza, and you see Brian Terry right behind them. Brian Terry having a very solid run tonight. Right now in 14th place. And Matt Grenier is going to be able to clear them. You have a battle right ahead of them. It looks like that's Scott Fritz and Austin Allen side by side. This is for 9th place, and these are the last stage points right here. Right now, Scott Fritz in 10th, and Adam Lancaster catch him to get their stage points, but it looks like Sean Kostritza wants to go catch them. Sean Kostritza looking for 11th place right now, but stuck on the bottom. But here goes Brian Terry, maybe to help him. You can just see how far on the track map, how far David Farmer is out in front right now. Has a 6/10 lead right now over Alex Penn, so no worries right now from David Farmer. Justin Ray made his way up into that 3rd place position. Everyone really has started the single file out in the top 10. Now Brian Terry has actually passed Adam Lancaster. Now Brian Terry's in the 11th place position. Barrett Morton going underneath Matt Grenier. Everyone is trying to get underneath Matt Grenier at the moment. Here comes Daniel Cunningham and Jimmy Allen, our pole sitter, maybe trying to make a move underneath him. Nevertheless, David Farmer is going to be our stage winner tonight in the Bluegrass Xfinity Series. David Farmer is going to be first. Alex Penn is going to be second. Justin Ray going to be in third. Finley Fitzsimmons will be 4th. Mike Kostek is going to be 5th in this stage. John McAdams is going to be 6th. Tony Iverson, 7th. Jim Ott's going to be in 8th. Austin Allen is going to be in 9th. And Scott Fritz is going to be able to hang on for that 10th place position here in the stage. These guys are going to catch up to the pace car. Have to go one more time around here, the long track Pocono. Really quick, let's take a look at the race info. Because again, you see how it's only 75 degrees, the track's 81 degrees, 2.5 miles all the way around here. It's a weird looking oval if you ask me. But overall, pretty solid start for these guys. You know, only one caution. Racing pretty hard overall. going to be going into pit lane here. And we'll see mainly everyone come in here as everyone needs to get fuel and 4 fresh Goodyears. They should be approaching here in any minute. And there they all come right now. Jacob Fitfield, our only car a lap down. As I do not believe Jacob Fitfield is on the track at the moment. We'll go ahead and go here to the end of pit lane, and we'll be able to see how everyone comes out. David Farmer was our leader going in, remember? David looked pretty strong to start off. And John McAdam, the first driver off of pit road. David Farmer, Alex Penn, Justin Ray, and Mike Kostek. And I'm not really sure. John McAdam, I may have not have taken tires. Again, interesting strategies here in the Bluegrass iRacing series. Xfinity series, that is. Very interesting to see maybe a 2-tire stop. Let's see if maybe we could get someone up here into the booth. Thinking we go grab Justin Ray, who finished 3rd that stage. Hey, Justin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Well, you looked pretty quick there. Started the race 8th, finished the stage 3rd. Maybe a little bit of tire strategy helped you get there to the end and make your way up past everyone in that caution. But tell us about your race so far. You look pretty quick up there.
Be honest with you, I'm kind of shocking myself. It's always a track I come to and kind of just race to survive to the end. But yeah, we talked about tires, what to do at the first pit stop, and then the gas situation. You know, we're talking about that now. But to finish 1, 2, 3, 4 Cornerstone was pretty cool there. Luckily, it worked out that way. Yeah, hopefully we can be there at the end and, you know, have a good finish.
All right. Well, wish you the best of luck, and hopefully this strategy pays off. So I see y'all coming down pit road again, so good luck.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
And that was Justin Ray. He's in the 38 machine. He had finished P3 there in that stage. Had done a really good job making his way up there. And you see everyone right now coming in to top off. And John McAdam's still going to be in the lead. Mike Kostek, Tony Iverson, Jim Ott, all these guys are going to stay out. And David Farmer is going to come out P18. But it looks like they're pitting just to make sure they make it on fuel. And because of the caution, I'm not really 100% sure how long they can go on fuel. But it's looking around that 15 lap mark. And so these guys are trying to make it to the end. They can make it to lap 50. Make close to lap 50, which would be close to lap 75. And right now they're on lap 34. So that's why these guys are going to top off just to make sure they have that extra little bit of fuel. Because you got to remember how big this track is. It is a massive track. And you know, you really got to save as much as you can. So David Farmer's going to come in and pit. But it's going to give the lead to John McAdam, who looks like he may have only taken fuel. Remember, these guys have 3 sets of tires. So I'm guessing that the 47 and John McAdam already took a set of tires. Which means that he had 2 sets left. And right now, really, they only need 1 set. So I'm not sure he might be saving that extra set. Nevertheless, interesting strategies all around. So John McAdam out front. Mike Kostek, Tony Iverson, Jim Ott, Austin Allen, Sean Kostritza, Jimmy Allen, Adam Lancaster, Matt Grenier, and Barrett Morton are all behind them. But the green flag is back out. John McAdam off to a pretty good start. Again, we'll be watching some of these guys in the back. We saw how fast David Farmer is and look right ahead of him. Chaos as we see Jason Harrison 3 wide on the bottom. In front of Tyler Johnston. And that's Matt Grenier to the outside. See right here. Oh, what a save by Jimmy Allen. Really loose. And there goes Sean Kostritza. And look at Tony Iverson maybe trying to make a move here for second over Mike Kostek. And you see Sean Kostritza trying to make a move as well. on Austin Allen, but Austin Allen is going to close the gap, and here comes Austin Allen underneath Adam Lancaster. Mike Kostick crossover move underneath Tony Allen. Or not Tony Allen, Tony Iverson. Tony Allen is a basketball player. He used to be, at least. Tony Iverson is here tonight. Oh, this is going to get really tight between these two. They're going to be able to keep it off of one another side by side, but this is going to be an advantage for Tony Iverson as he's going to have the draft. And will he make a move here going in turn one? Tony does not have a lot of patience. Let's see. And there's the hard left. And Tony Iverson, on maybe a little bit fresher tires, is going to get underneath that 47, and he's going to be able to pass him. And here comes Jim Ott and Adam Lancaster. Going to follow pursuit as those guys are going to get really tight. And then Tony Iverson is dead sideways. And here comes Sean Kostritza. Sean Kostritza underneath Austin Allen. This is the battle for 6th right now as we got another battle for 2nd. Mike Kostick still trying to pursue that position. You see Jim Ott all the way on the apron. Oh, Sean Kostritza and Austin Allen make contact. And here comes Jimmy Allen. Jimmy Allen to the inside. 3 wide going into turn 3. And this never ends up really good, but I think he's going to be able to clear. Just barely. Jim Ott's going to be able to clear. And Sean Kostritza both. Sean Kostritza is going to have that favored line, too, on the outside. But Tony Iverson out to a nice lead right now. Mike Kostick not too far behind. And here comes John McAdam, maybe trying to crossover move. Or he's just going to get to the bottom here. And go in there. Oh, and Adam Lancaster underneath the 47. Again, the 47 may not be on tires. Jimmy Allen's going to get sideways from Sean Kostritza. For the 2nd lap in a row, Jimmy Allen is sideways off of turn 1 and 2, but he's going to save it. Well, turn 1, that is. And he's going to be battling now Lucas Lyons. Sean Kostritza trying to make a move, and you can hear the tires squealing. You really got to let off a tiny bit early, and you'll see a lot of these guys hit the apron. And even though it may seem like, why are they hitting the apron? They're hitting the apron to help the car turn. We saw Jim Ott do it, and we might see a few of these guys do it. It really helps to turn if you can get your left sides on the yellow line. Did you see Jimmy Allen and Lucas Lyons really tight off the corner? And here comes maybe Tyler Johnson. He's going to help the 99 machine of Jimmy Allen. He's going to go back to the top. You see right now, this is a hornet's nest back here. Barrett Morton underneath John McAdam, who's fallen back. Makes me believe that he did not take tires. And up front, the gap is closing between the leaders. Down to 0.2 of a second. Mike Kostick now. You see this battle. You see Jimmy Allen all the way on the bottom of that apron trying to help him turn. And Austin Allen right now underneath John McAdam. 3 wide behind them, Lucas Lyon, Tyler Johnson, and Jimmy Allen. And they're going to stay 3 wide. This is going to be really tight here. And wow, unbelievable. Matt Grenier's going to push Tyler Johnson on the bottom. And here comes Scott Fritz on the outside. Lucas Lyon's going to clear. And now he's outside of John McAdam. You see how bunched up they are. This is never a spot you want to be. All bunched up behind more and more cars. Tyler Johnson's going to send it 3 wide on the inside here of Lucas Lyons and John McAdam. Again, John McAdam on a little bit older tires. Jimmy Allen's going to push Lucas Lyons. 3 wide turn 2 never works out very good. John McAdam lifts. Tyler Johnson's going to slide up in front of Jimmy Allen, which is going to stack up Scott Fritz and Jimmy Allen again sideways. Man, Jimmy Allen right now is wheeling it tonight. As we've seen him sideways a lot. And right behind them, Jason Harrison is outside. Chris LaBourgeois, who we saw go around early, has rebounded pretty well right now up into 15th. Who's inside's Daniel Cunningham. And then you got this pack right here, David Farmer, Alex Penn. These were our leaders. And let's go on board with David Farmer really quickly. And look how early he's lifting. He is lifting very early, which means that he's saving fuel. So these guys may not be able to make it all the way. The guys who are battling really hard up front. And we'll watch how early he lifts into turn 2. Way early. Usually you let off at that Pocono logo on the wall. And he's lifting way early. So these guys are definitely playing fuel strategy right now. And we'll look out for them as you see Brian Terry going underneath Alex Penn now. But back to the lead. Still Tony Iverson, Adam Lancaster right now. Barrett Morton's in the top 5. Right behind him is Sean Kostritza. Austin Allen not too far behind him. Tyler Johnson. Cleared. Scott Fritzen is in 8th. Right now the battle's on for 10th. As you see, Lucas Lyons had the 99 off the ground, and now is on the outside. Matt Grenier going to stay kind of on that inside and outside. Not really choosing a lane to go to. Lucas Lyons, though, is going to fall back here a little bit. Matt Grenier with the run, and this is the battle for 11th. And, ooh, really tight there. Maybe Lucas Lyons maybe got a little bit into the wall, but no harm, no foul. Battle for the lead's really starting to heat up. Let's see, Tony Iverson, Mike Kostek, and Jim Ott. And you can see the delta between them. There's more of a bigger screen. You can see the battle for first right now and how many positions they've gained this race so far. And here comes Mike Kostek underneath Tony Iverson. The battle for first is on now. Tony Iverson smartly's just going to let him go. And here comes Jim Ott, maybe. Tony Iverson's going for the crossover. No surprise there. Tony Iverson, one of the most aggressive drivers that we have here, but he's very clean. He's going to go back for the lead here on Mike Kostek. Side by side in turn 2. Still side by side. And looks like it's going to be that 8 car is going to be out front. But Tony Iverson still peeking down low. He's loose getting in, which means that he's really sending it in there. He does not want to lose this lead, but I think Mike Kostek now is going to be able to get it, and he will. Tony Iverson's going to have to fall back into second. Austin Allen and Sean Kastritza side by side. This is the battle for 6th. Austin Allen's going to be clear into that 6th place position. Got a battle here between Matt Grenier and Jimmy Allen. Battle for 10th place. Matt Grenier's going to clear. Jimmy Allen's not going to give up. Lucas Lyons right behind them in pursuit. Not going to be able to do too much about it. Maybe he'll try to make a move here in the draft. You can really hear the tire squeal getting into the corner. You see Tyler Johnson maybe using that yellow line. That's where the grip is, and that's where you're going to see these guys going to be on throughout the race. Again, you can see Sean Kastritza is coming into the pits. Jimmy Allen also. So these guys are pitting pretty early. Lap 45, which means that they have at least one more pit stop. You know, David Farmer and them, like I said, I'm not sure if they're trying to make, I don't know if they can make about 17 laps. And the only way that I can see is that these guys are really, really trying to save as much as they can. Is Jim Ott now in second place behind Mike Kostek. I'm not really sure what the pit strategy is going to be here. We've seen guys go 17 laps. If they're really trying to save from lap 30, or around lap 34, where they went in and topped off on lap 35. Make it to about lap 71 if they make it 18 laps, but they would have to make it almost 20 laps each stint if they want to make it all the way. Barrett Morton's in. Daniel Cunningham also going to follow him in. See David Farmer back here. Him and Alex Penn. Both, I believe, have to save a ton. Make it all the way, but I'm not going to doubt them. If they can make it all the way, that'd be amazing. Jim Ott now on the back bumper of Mike Kostek. Tony Iverson is caught back up as well in that 24 machine. It looks like that 8 machine's coming in this time. Mike Kostek into the pits. Adam Lancaster also coming. Austin Allen coming in. Scott Fritz coming in this time by. You guys coming in. Brian Terry and Travis Twitty right now. It's a battle for... At this point, it will be 8th place. Travis Twitty with a little bit of an edge now on there. Matt Grenier right now in solo 4th place. Lucas Lyons and Jason Harrison right now. Battle for 5th on the track. Michael Cole has that 67 machine up 14 positions right now into 13th on different pit strategy. You can really see Michael Cole using the apron. Jim Ott coming in this time by. Tyler Johnson coming in this time by. Matt Grenier, Jason Harrison's in. And Tony Iverson has done a great job of saving fuel so far. He's been one of the guys that's been able to make it out the most. And, you know, if they pit it again on a lap around 33, 34, and then, you know, these guys are making it only about 13 laps right here. But I'm guessing that they are banking on making it one more stop. And again, pit strategy is always weird. Chris LaBourgeois right now, even though the pit cycles are, you know, kind of have the order jumbled right now, Chris LaBourgeois has done a great job tonight. He was involved in our first incident. Had to go to the back, but has made his way back up to 3rd. Travis Twitty and Brian Terry inside top 5. Nick Hashi is right behind them in that 28 machine. Right behind them, you see Alex Pinn and David Farmer. Tony Iverson in this time by. Same thing with Chris LaBourgeois. So, really quickly, let's go look at one of the guys who pitted. Jim Ott. Let's take a look at his stint length here. And I'm not really going to be able to get a good look on it just yet. But you can see they're making it 15, 16, 14 laps. Maybe we'll bring that back up once we get the original leaders back up front. But right now, Travis Twitty's out front, I believe. Or it is Lucas Lyons, that is. Lucas Lyons out front right now here at Pocono. And he's going a little bit wide here, but he's going to be staying on the track, going to lead a few laps. Travis Twitty and Brian Terry right now. Battle for 2nd. And they're going to be able to stay out here a few extra laps, it looks like. Same thing with David Farmer and Alex Pinn. And realistically, if these guys want to make it all the way, like I said, if they're going to make that 20-lap mark, they would have to make it to around lap 55. And that's in 5 laps. 6 laps, actually. I mean, really 5 laps coming to the start-finish line. So, I mean, these guys have a lot of work left on their plate, but Ben Speed and Casey Ryback right now. This is the battle for 8th. Justin Ray. Talk to him. They're definitely on a different strategy. Justin Ray looks pretty slow, which makes me think that he is saving a ton of fuel right now in that car. Adam Lancaster. Mike Kostek right now. Definitely has to at least make one more stop. And right now it's at 20, so even if if they would have to make it to lap 55, and Lucas Lyons is in the pits right now, just got to give Travis Twitty the lead. Travis Twitty out front here at Pocono. Casey Ryback coming in this time. Travis Twitty for High Side Motorsports out front. Nikashia not too far behind him from Connecticut. Brian Terry right behind him. And right behind him is David Farmer. Alex Penn not too far behind. See if Travis comes in this time by. And Travis Twitty's in. Nikashia's going to stay out, though. Same thing with Brian Terry, David Farmer, Alex Penn. Like I said, if these guys want to make it all the way, they'd have to save a lot of fuel. And Justin Ray, who we talked to, I'm guessing if he wants to save fuel, he'd have to save a ton. Because right now, he is actually getting passed by the actual leader, so he may be close to a lap down. As you see Sean Kastritza going underneath him. Up front, Nick Hashia right now. And if you look on our board, Mike Kostek is only 13 seconds behind Nick Hashia right now. Ryan Terry very loose to the outside. And that 28 machine's out of fuel. He is definitely out of fuel. Whoa, Brian Terry up the track almost into David Farmer. And it looks like Brian Terry's also going to have to come into fuel here. Both of those cars look like they're out of fuel. And that, they were running the car dry. And right behind them, you see Ben Speed. Still got some acceleration. Still trying to push it. And not too far behind them is Mike Kostek, who's now less than 10 seconds back of David Farmer. And this is the risk-reward of staying out on this strategy. You know, these guys would have to get to 20 to go, I would think, to make it all the way. Or at least 21 to go. They want to make it from lap 35. David Farmer still out front. Only one caution so far tonight, excluding the stage. Kept it relatively clean. You can see David Farmer and Alex Penn staying out. Finley Fitzsimmons also going to stay out, but Ben Speed looks like he's going to be coming in this time. 22 laps to go here at Pocono. Tony Iverson. Barrett Morton's running great tonight. Up into 6th place. Adam Lancaster right ahead of them in 5th. And you see Mike Kostek going around Finley Fitzsimmons. And not too far ahead of them are our leaders, David Farmer and Alex Penn. Remember, these guys have not pitted yet. So they still have to come in and pit, which means that they're going to lose a ton of time. And just to kind of give you a perspective on pitting, to bring the track map back up, is that whenever you pit, you lose about 2/3 of a lap. And so since they're only 6 seconds ahead of Mike Kostek, whenever they pit, they're going to lose a lot. But if they don't have to pit that extra time, that saves almost 40 seconds of pits. As Finley Fitzsimmons is now in the 5 machine with 21 to go. So David Farmer and Alex Penn might be able to, but you can hear there's no throttle in that car right now. Let's go to his cockpit, and you can see how early he's going to lift here, because he has to make it all the way around. Let's see if he's still lifting early. Yeah, very early lift into the corner. We'll be taking a look this time to see if these two come in. Mike Kostek less than 5 seconds behind these guys now. Maybe running a little bit higher here, so he might be coming in this time. And yes, he is. Same thing with Alex Penn. They're going to relinquish the lead. This is going to give it to Mike Kostek. So the strategy that these guys are on, they still have to save an entire another stint. Which usually if you don't have to save in another entire stint, I would say they would definitely have a pretty good shot at making this work. But I don't know if they'll be able to make up that time. But again, I love the strategy. David Farmer's one of those guys who could definitely go off strategy. Same thing with Alex Penn. Alex Penn has a win. He won at Auto Club. I'm not sure he won the Vegas race last week. Not sure if anybody can tell me in the chat, but Alex Penn definitely can risk this race. He can do whatever he wants, and he wants to win, and that's all he wants to do the rest of the season before the playoffs. He just needs to go out there and win. Let's go through our field. Mike Kostick right now out front here at Pocono with 19 laps to go. One of the great veterans in our league, Adam Lancaster. Tony Iverson, a 24 machine right behind him. Barrett Morton right now. Running very well up into fourth. Jim Ott lost a little bit of time during pit stops, but is out there in fifth. Scott Fritz. Justin Ray. We see right on the bottom there, he just pitted, so he definitely has the best chance to make it, but again, he's an entire lap down now. Scott Fritz right now in sixth. Jimmy Allen going to be in seventh. Austin Allen is going to be in eighth. Matt Grenier in ninth. And Sean Kostritza is rounding out our top 10 right now. Jason Harrison right behind him in 11th. Daniel Cunningham in B12. Tyler Johnson. There's Tyler Johnson in 13th. Don McAdams 14th. Lucas Lyons right now in 15th. Travis Twitty in P16. Michael Cole, P17. Up 10 positions from his original starting spot, though. David Farmer right now up 18. Alex Penn up is in 19th. Ikashi on 20th. And these are the guys that are going to be trying to save. And you can see how far they are behind the leader. Mike Kostick right now going into turn 3. David Farmer just going across the start-finish line. Ryan Terry right now in 21st. Casey Ryback in 22nd. 23rd, Finley Fitzsimmons. 24th right now is Ben Speed. 25th is Chris LaBourgeois. Justin Ray right now is in 26th. So Adam Lancaster on pit road. Same thing with Scott Fritz. And these guys are probably going to be their last stop here, I'd be guessing. In 17 laps, they definitely do have to save a little from what it looks like. That was Twitty also in pit road. One of those guys that we saw extend his leads. It's surprising to see him out there. Right now, it's all Mike Kostick out front. We'll see. He should probably be pitting here soon. And there it is right there. He's going to take the hard left turn into pit road. And just to give y'all a reference, their last pit stop was... Tony Iverson's last pit stop was 48. So Mike Kostick had to be like 47, 46. See Mike Kostick go in. Same thing with Jim Ott. Austin Allen also in. Sean Kostritza's in. Jason Harrison and Barrett Morton. All these guys in. Tony Iverson right now out front. And if anybody really is good to make it all the way, Tony Iverson definitely has to be that person. He has been able to go a lap extra every single run. And we'll probably see him come in this time with 15 to go. And there he comes in right now. But he won't have to save that much, as I believe they're going to be hitting 15 to go. See Jimmy Allen coming in this time. Matt Grenier is going to stay out. Daniel Cunningham also staying out. Tyler Johnson in the 6 machine. Looks like he's going to be staying out. Don McAdams taking the hard left turn coming in. Matt Grenier going to lead a lap. Not too far behind him is Daniel Cunningham. Guys who started saving, David Farmer right now. And there's Mike Kostick. So Mike Kostick actually came out ahead of David Farmer and Alex Penn. So at this point, those boys are just going to need a caution. And here's Adam Lancaster, though. Oh, Adam Lancaster sideways off of turn 1, but he'll save it. Not only that, he'll keep it going pretty well. The Adam Lancaster right now, he wants to get past Mike Kostek. Daniel Cunningham's going to overtake the lead over Matt Grenier. Right now, we are on board with Adam Lancaster. On board with Tony Iverson, who's all the way on the bottom of the track. Like Matt Grenier still up front. Let's see if he takes the hard left turn here. And that's exactly what he'll do. Matt Grenier's coming in the pits this time by. David Farmer, again, the first person on that different strategy. Right now, he is behind the two leaders out in front of him. And Tony Iverson is not too far back. Tyler Johnson, though, right now out in front. Again, if you haven't, please hit that thumbs up button. It does a lot for our channel and for the league itself. It allows us to expand to more and more people so we can have great racing every single week. Matt Grenier in the pits. Same thing with Daniel Cunningham. They both went in. They're now going to come out 16th and 17th. Tyler Johnson right now still our leader out front, but he is not pitted. Going to be staying out here. And if we look all the way over here, you see Mike Kostek right now. He's put a little bit of a gap on Adam Lancaster. Right behind them, Tony Iverson now is going to clear David Farmer. Remember, David Farmer and Alex Penn are both on that little bit of a longer strategy, but now we can kind of see the difference. As Tyler Johnson right now has a 5-second lead over Lucas Lyons. Mike Kostek and Adam Lancaster are right beside each other, 14 seconds back, but within 5/10 of one another. And then Tony Iverson is about 3 seconds-ish back, just a little bit less than 3 seconds. So if they have to save, Tony Iverson really needs to go, and he has a little bit fresher tires. And there it is, Tyler Johnson in this time. Lucas Lyons is going to stay out. Mike Kostek and Adam Lancaster. This will probably be the battle for the lead. Lucas Lyons still has to pit. Lucas Lyons last pitted too on lap 50. We could probably go a few more laps here. And Adam Lancaster actually pitted on lap 58. Mike Kostek is going to be lap 59. And then right behind them, Tony Iverson was lap 60. So, again, if we bring up the stint length here, 30. Well, Lucas Lyons right now is on a little bit of, that one's split in half, but looks like these guys are going to be pretty close, I would say. See, about right there. 16, 15, 17 laps on fuel. That's about where you can go. Remember, the stint lengths kind of show where they also took tires, but they didn't change. They can't change tires every stop. You can see Tony Iverson not too far back now. Making some ground up on Adam Lancaster. Lucas Lyons, though, still out front. still staying out. Lucas Lyons definitely still has some gas in that tank. See a few drivers trying to cut the draft off in the back. Be Jim Ott. Trying to get Bear Morton out of his draft. I'm Scott Fritz. Maybe looking to make a move here on David Farmer soon. 9 laps to go. And Lucas Lyons right now. Nick Hashi is gonna be able to get his lap back there. We'll see if Lucas comes in this time, and he's gonna stay out. I'd really be thinking that Lucas has to come in. You know, if they continue that around like, 15, 16 laps, he'd have to come in with about, I'd say about 10 to go. This race does go to lap 75, so I'd say that he's done a pretty good amount of laps so far. I know it'd be, about 10 to go-ish. Maybe a little behind it, so Lucas Lyons, unless he saved a lot of fuel, he would have to be coming in here soon. But right there, you see Mike Kostek coming in quick, and Lucas Lyons now with Ben Speed outside of him. This is going to open the door for Mike Kostek to catch these guys. You see Tony Iverson is caught up to Adam Lancaster now. Mike Kostek's going to overtake Lucas Lyons as he goes into the pits. Right here you see the battle, Tony Iverson and Adam Lancaster. Adam Lancaster going to try to hold off that position, but Tony Iverson's going to waste no time getting ahead of him. Adam Lancaster going to let Tony Iverson right in front of him. Jim Ott back about 3.5 seconds of the leader. Barrett Morton still right behind him right now in 5th. David Farmer on that strategy right now, holding 6th. Not exactly where he probably would have want to have been at, but nevertheless he's there. And Mike Kostek right now, 7 laps to go here at Pocono. As you see him right now behind Ben Speed, who's in the 24th position. And Kostek able to get by. Tony Iverson about a second and 1.3 seconds behind our leader, Mike Kostek. So we'll keep an eye on Tony Iverson to see if he can maybe catch them. Again, all these guys pitted around lap 60-ish, so they theoretically should be able to make it all the way. The only guys who had not pitted were David Farmer and Alex Pinn, who pitted at lap 55. Trying to go an entire less stop than these guys. Right there, you see them all bunched up. Austin Allen now trying to make a move here for 7th place. Right behind him is Chris LeBourgeois, who's a lap down. And here comes Austin Allen underneath Scott Fritz. Scott Fritz not going to give it to him. Here comes Chris LeBourgeois again on that outside. And he's going to be able to get it to the outside of Austin Allen. This is going to help Scott Fritz down the front straightaway. You're right behind them, Matt Grenier, Alex Pinn, Jason Harrison are right here. Sean Kastritza right now, holding strong in 12th. Tyler Johnson, Daniel Cunningham. Finley Fitzsimmons. Looked like Brian Terry was coming down pit road for service. John McAdam right now in 16th. Jimmy Allen in 17th. Travis Twitty right now in 18th. Lucas Lyons, who we just saw pit. Justin Ray again on that one-stop strategy. And there's Mike Kostek, and there's Tony Iverson. 5/10 separates the two front runners right now. Tony Iverson has caught him, but again, what will this do to your tires? Really pushing hard right here. It's not going to be good on the tires. And Tony Iverson significantly faster the last 2 laps. Almost 4 tenths quicker in the last 2 laps. So Tony Iverson not out of this just yet. 4 laps to go. Looks like everybody mainly is kind of... Oh, here we go. We got a battle right here. Scott Fritz underneath David Farmer. Oh, David Farmer up the track. Gonna be able to save it. Austin Allen on by, and here comes Matt Grenier. Matt Grenier trying to make a look here for the 8th place position. As you see Austin Allen now underneath Scott Fritz. This is the battle for 6th place. Scott Fritz right now able to hold on. They're going to single file out for the moment. But Austin Allen's not done. He's going to get really loose off that corner. But this is actually going to hurt that 27. As here comes Matt Grenier on the outside. And that's exactly what Matt Grenier wanted. This will allow him to get outside of that, but he's going to lift early. Let these two race it out here on the bottom. As Austin Allen gets a pretty good run underneath Scott Fritz. He's going to be able to clear Scott Fritz. And here comes Matt Grenier now in his 15 machine. Now the battle for 7th now. Matt Grenier is going to be able to really throw that car in there. And he's going to clear Scott Fritz, but 3 laps to go. Mike Kostick right now, as you see Tony Iverson into the wall a little bit. Tony Iverson really used up his stuff trying to catch him. He really gave it his all. He was almost 3 seconds back. That's what Pocono is all about. You know, you have to go through Trenton, then you go through Indy, and then the Milwaukee Mile. Or Milwaukee Mile, I don't know which one it is. Milwaukee Mile is either turn 1 or 3, and then Trenton is turn 1 or 3 as well. I always get them mixed up. But nevertheless, you have to be able to save your tires in all 3 corners. And once you start pushing, this track is very, very heavy on the right front. And that's where you can see Tony Iverson right now lacking grip, as he just has no front drive off the corner, as it just wants to kind of go towards the wall. And but he really drove it hard to try to catch Mike Kostick. But nevertheless, the white flag is out here in the Bluegrass iRacing Xfinity Series at Pocono for that 8 machine of Mike Kostick. Jim Ott is going to pass Adam Lancaster for 3rd place on the podium. That 8 machine of Mike Kostick right now has a 10-car length lead now over Tony Iverson, separated by 9/10 of a second into turn 2. 1 lap car here. No need to try to pass him, though. J.R. Hildebrand learned that the hard way in the 2011 Indianapolis 500. But for the last time tonight, Mike Kostick off of turn 3. Mike Kostick will win at Pocono Speedway. And he is locked into the playoffs. Tony Iverson going to finish 2nd. Jim Ott's going to finish 3rd. Got some battles back here. See David Farmer and Jason Harrison battling it out. Alex Penn and Daniel Cunningham. Everyone behind them looks pretty safe and sound. Sean Kastritza. Jimmy Allen all by himself. Finley Fitzsimmons going to finish the race. Travis Twitty, but it's all about Mike Kostick and that 8 machine. He got the job done tonight. And we're going to go and get our final results tonight up here. Mike Kostick is going to bring home the win here at Pocono. Tony Iverson is going to finish 2nd. Jim Mott's going to finish third. Adam Lancaster fourth. Barrett Morton's going to finish fifth. Austin Allen's going to finish sixth. Matt Grenier's going to finish seventh. Scott Fritz is going to finish eighth. Jason Harrison's going to finish ninth. And David Farmer is going to round out our top 10 tonight. Alex Penn's going to be 11th. Daniel Cunningham's going to be 12th. Sean Kastritz is going to be 13th. Tyler Johnson's going to be 14th. John McAdams going to be 15th. Jimmy Allen is going to be 16th tonight. Finley Fitzsimmons is going to be 17th. And Travis Twitty's going to be 18th. And not too far behind him, Lucas Lyons. Going to finish 19th. Michael Cole 20th. Justin Ray 21st. Ben Speed 22nd. Nick Hosh is going to finish 23rd tonight. Chris LeBourgeois is going to finish 24th. Brian Terry 25th. Casey Ryback is going to finish 26th. And last but not least, it's going to be Jacob Fiffield tonight. And really quickly, we're going to get a quick word from our Butt Kickers sponsor tonight. And we'll be back with our podium finishers. Hey, Jim Ott, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, man.
All right, Jim, rounded out here on a podium finish tonight. Definitely a little bit spread out there. We saw that tire saving definitely mattered tonight, especially the fuel strategy that was going on as everyone was kind of cutting it close there near the end. Tell us about your race, man.
Yeah, I definitely didn't have the front end speed like some of these guys, but I definitely mid long run I was doing really well. Probably making most of my time up through the tunnel turn, and just a good track for us. This is one of those methodical tracks, and you just got to be disciplined, hit your marks, and did that tonight. Just ran a little bit short.
Well, next week you got to go to Pocono, a mile and a half track, and we know how Pocono is. Again, another track that's going to be pretty heavy on the tires, but nevertheless always produces good racing. What do you got? What momentum does this give you now since you've got another podium here tonight?
Oh, this is huge going in. I mean, confidence builder again. Really starting to get an idea of our competition and who our front runners are going to be this season, and kind of like last year, man. Just need to settle in and just have the stronger top fives and keep moving forward.
All right, Jim. Congratulations on your third place finish tonight. You can go ahead and thank your mighty fine sponsors, friends, family, teammates, anyone else that you'd like to thank.
Yeah, man. Everybody here at Bluegrass, appreciate them. And you guys up there, thank you for what you do, and friends and family for watching.
All right. Have a good night, Jim. Congratulations on your podium finish tonight.
I appreciate you.
All right. And that was our third place finisher tonight. Let's see if we can go grab our second place finisher. Tony Iverson, you got a copy?
Bro, what's up?
Well, Tony, you sure looked fast tonight. You were up in that top five the entire night, and you were really able to stretch it on fuel compared to everyone else, as we noticed that you were able to kind of go a lap further than everyone else, which might help save your tires, but you were also very close there at the end. You were almost 3 seconds back of Mike, and you were able to get up to him there near the end. So tell us about your race.
Man, I am getting so close to getting a win in this damn league that I think I overdrove it a little bit through the tunnel turn the last when there was like 5-6 to go. And then when there was like the final 4 laps after that, I just didn't quite have what I should have had at that point to finish catching them, but it was fun, and I'm definitely looking forward to the next race.
Yeah, next week you have Kansas, a 1.5 mile track where, again, kind of comes down to tire saving. May see a little bit of strategy involved. What do you got to do next week to maybe bump up one position to win that race?
That's one of my favorite tracks, so I'm just gonna do what I do with the. I have my certain ways I approach tracks like that, or Dover, Charlotte, and it seems to work out well for me. So I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, I'm a little irritated that I didn't get this one tonight because I put a lot of effort into trying to figure this place out, and um, I mean I'll take the podium, no doubt, but definitely wanted one more spot.
Yeah, and at the end, it'll always pay off, though. A lot of practice, a lot of hard work. You'll get there. Again, a second place really shows it that you've been working really hard. So, congratulations on your second place finish. Go ahead and thank your mighty fine sponsors, family, friends, teammates, anyone else you'd like to thank.
First and foremost, got to thank the wife. We have a nice special deal going where I get to race every Tuesday and she watches the baby, and we're good to go there. It's right when she gets out of work. So it's not exactly easy for her to make that instant transition. So really thank her for that. And then high side, I really, it's a great little community we got going, and our team's coming along really well, and I love having those guys on the mic when doing these races. And then I want to thank High Peak Speed and Classics. They're the sponsor on the side of the car, and it's a if you're in the Valdez Hickory area and you need some cool parts for an old hot rod, hit them up. Tell them I sent you. You'll get a good deal. And that's about it.
All right. Well, again, congratulations on your second place finish, and I hope to see you again next week out here.
Yep, for sure. Thanks, man.
And that was Tony Iverson, our second place finisher tonight. And we will see if we can grab our winner tonight. And there he is. Hey, Mike, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, he brought this one home tonight. Looked very solid. Ran, top 5 all night. Able to get up in the lead. Kept the car pretty much clean. And you're able to finish this one out. Tell us about your race, man.
Yeah, I mean, Pocono is one of my favorite tracks, so it's just pretty much anything I drive here is fun. So yeah, I was just trying to kind of manage tire wear there a little bit and drive it off the right rear so it didn't get tight late in the run. But yeah, it was a good race. Had some fun battles out there, so all in all, it was fun.
Yeah, and this really helped secure the bag for the rest of the regular season. You got a lot of points to accumulate for the postseason, but now you got a lot of weight off your shoulders. Another win, and means you're in. And so, what does this do for your confidence for the next few weeks now?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a confidence booster. There's so many fast guys in here, so it's definitely good to get a win early and get that out of the way and just kind of take a little bit more chances as the season goes on and just shoot for wins and points now.
All right, buddy. Congratulations on your win. Go and thank your mighty fine sponsors, friends, family, teammates out there.
Hey, thank you for doing the broadcast, everybody in the league, teammates at JC Motorsports. That's about it.
All right. Congratulations on your win tonight.
All right, man. Thanks.
Well, that right there rounds it out. We had a great race tonight. A lot of exciting action. We had a ton of different strategies, and we love to see that week in, week out. And can't thank these guys enough. So really quickly, we're going to go ahead and thank our sponsors for the race. Red Rocket, Building and Barbecue, Butt Kicker, and last but not least, Bluegrass Power Washing. And also, if you would like, we do have Bluegrass iRacing shirts on the website, www.bluegrass. Let me get the exact link up really quickly. Let's see. www.BlugrassiRacing.com. Please go buy shirts, or you can contact Jason Collins through Facebook. Nevertheless, go get a very nice Bluegrass iRacing t-shirt. And other than that, thank y'all for tuning in for another great race. We'll be back tomorrow night for the Bluegrass iRacing Cup Series here again at Pocono. So again, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you spread us around to your friends, family, anyone else. We enjoy having every single one of the fans out here, all the viewers. Y'all mean so much to us here at the Bluegrass iRacing Series. Y'all are now a part of the community. So again, thank you very much. And we'll see you tomorrow night for the Cup Series.